And we are live. Hey, folks, George here from Spaceman with Guns. Just thought I'd do a quick live test. Last couple recordings I've done, I've gotten a bit of feedback of some nature that's actually been showing up on tape just a little bit more. You guys are going to lose one of my eyes here regardless. I don't think it's all that important. Basically, just troubleshooting some new equipment problems. Not necessarily problems. They're not necessarily affecting the quality of the production all that much. But I just want to get them kind of sorted out. I wondered if I might have my gain too high. Listening to it right now, I can hear myself. I'm not hearing anything else. The only thing is I'm on here by myself. I do have all my auxiliary cables and everything plugged in as if I were with somebody else, but my gain is turned a bit down more than normal. So as long as I'm on here, I might just do a quick live edition of the just do a quick update of things I've been working on lately. So we'll just go ahead and do that real quick. Just take a couple minutes. Then that way I don't have to record it and edit all the footage later and add that back in. So we're just gonna turn my main volume up here a little bit more so you guys can see me or hear me. Okay, so Damocles Command Rhino is coming along. Working on various bits and pieces, bits and bobs. Broke off the back gate, so I had to replace that. I'm in the process of repainting it. You can see there's that nice shiny Phobos pattern bolter that I chucked in there. Also going to be working on painting up these inner hatches, these inner entryways, exitways, whatever you want to call them. I do have some new doors on order from Forge World. Just ordered them last night. The new Ultramarines Demos pattern Rhino doors. So should be getting those God knows when with Forge World. So we'll see what happens, I guess. But yes, I'm going to chip up the inside of these. Then the plan is to actually hinge the door so they can open and shut. So we'll see how far I get with that project. Okay, so starting in on the base for the Fister of Dominion, the Cestus Assault Ram, the Ass Ram that I'm building. Working on the base here. So I actually got a new base. This is a secret weapon base. You can see this, it's a normal flyer size base, but it's actually hollowed out. So it's got a nice little cavity in here. Well, I filled that with a bunch of lead shot from shotgun shells and then poured in some resin over that to hold it in place. So this thing's actually pretty rigid. It's also surprisingly, it's also pretty heavy too. So it should help stabilize the Ass Ram during play, keep it from falling over. Then I've actually got a part, chopped the corner off of a donor Bane blade. You can see here, it's going to sit kind of, I'll just show you here on the base. It's going to sit just like this. There's going to be a bit of overhang on the front and back, but that's okay. And of course, this will all be landscaped over with some milliput or something and do some interesting stuff. There'll be some dead bodies and stuff on there. So that's gonna be pretty fun, pretty cool. Also added some additional weight in here. You can see there's some large fishing weights cut in half, glued into place there to again give it some additional weight. So we have our replacement flying stem, this piece of 1/2-inch brass tubing. I've actually cut this down from what I originally cut it down to lower that center of gravity to again help with the stability of the assault ram while it's in play on the table. So the way this is actually going to work is I've worked out a nice little cavity here that this will slide into, you see, like that. Then I'll be able to run my wiring and everything. The battery fits in here. I've actually taken this panel here, cut it out, shimmed it up, and glued in some little pieces of metal, and which one of them has come loose to connect to some magnets so I can get this thing in and out. You know, it actually sat fairly well on its own. I just wanted to magnetize it to make sure it would stay there. Of course, going to build up some more of this. There's some fuel tanks that are going to kind of hide this gap here. There's a little slot right there for my switch. And yeah, so that's been an interesting endeavor. It actually took a little while to put this all together. It was kind of frustrating at the same time too, but did manage to figure it out. I'm happy with it. You know, my vision for the base kind of went through several phases throughout the process. So I've settled on one that I'm happy with and that I think is going to work pretty well. Next, is, of course, the Dick bikes. These two Dick bikes are actually, they've got their gloss coat on. Start on decaling them probably tomorrow. Well, no, I'm actually gaming tomorrow night. I'll start on these soon sometime. I think I've actually had several requests to do a decaling tutorial. So I'm actually going to try and film that tonight. And again, try and put that out later tonight as well. Moving along, here is the sort of the rocket booster for the ASRAM. You can see I've got that, did the heat treating on that, the heat blooming, and a little bit of pigment powder on the end there to give it that blackened effect on the end, that sooty effect. Shifting gears, I have an Anvil Industries dress uniform line figure for my start of my Militia Allied Detachment, painted up as the United States Continental Marines during the Revolutionary War. This is my first figure. Not quite done painting him yet. Still got a ways to go, and then of course figure out a basing scheme. But they'll sort of be some allies to my Ultramarines. Really, really great figures from Anvil Industries, and they're super customizable. So definitely, if you're looking to do militia, definitely go check out Anvil Industries. They've got some great stuff. And these guys, they're like old school looking figures, but they're going to have more modern weapons like AR-15s and some other stuff like that. But this one, he's got a tomahawk and he's got a semi-automatic pistol. You know, if you're familiar with American history, the story of George Washington and his father's cherry tree is sort of folklore from American history. So there's a little bit of significance to this hatchet because this is Space General Washington. Okay, and then last but certainly, most certainly not least, this looks a lot different from the last time you guys have seen this. So here is Fister of Dominion as she currently resides. A lot of paint work has been done. Yeah, it's been good. It's really nice to see it like this. So right now I'm working on picking out details, painting a lot of rivets. I have to do it. It's just kind of what I do. A lot of washes to do, but I have managed to do the heat blooming on the engines there. There's still a lot of detail work and stuff to do. There's, of course, you may have noticed the Grand Sport blood stripes. It's also this is also known as the ASRAM Grand Sport, thanks to these stripes, which was all thanks to Chris Purdy and Jake Bussey. It looks fucking badass, so I'm pleased with it. Layer of chipping fluid was put down before the paint to get sort of this streaked effect. There'll be some more sponge work with that as well. It's going to turn out pretty well. A lot of stuff yet to do, but we're definitely getting there. It's just kind of slow stuff right now. Also done a little bit of work on the wings here. I think they've had all their rivets done, working on painting up the missile tips in there. Got these nice flashy gold stripes down the middle of each wing. And again, chipping fluid was put on these to sort of help show the, weathering, the battle damage, because it's a ship that's designed to plow into other ships. So obviously there needs to be some scratch paint. So that is oh hey, I got a viewer there. I don't have my phone with me, so don't comment because I can't look at it right now. So that's just kind of it's been a while since I put out an update on everything that I've been working on. So I just wanted to do that and also run an equipment test at the same time. I'm going to be going out playing a game tomorrow night. We're doing a 4-player 2-on-2, 1,500 points each, so 3,000 point a side game. It's going to be really awesome. Ultramarines and Salamanders versus World Eaters and Word Bearers. So Team Ultramander. Totally just ripping that one off from Pretty and Jake. I'm still really trying to decide what I want to take for an army. I have no idea. I got to figure something out. I really wish I had the ASRAM done so I could take that with me, but don't think I'm going to be able to pull that off tonight. There's still several weeks worth of work on that. But yes, that's what I've been working on the last couple of weeks, month or so. I don't think I put out a new build video for about a month now. So this is going to serve as the build video for this month. And just kind of looking around the shop. Yeah, other than my shop being an absolute mess, I don't have a whole lot else going on. Those are the main projects. Managed to have like a 4 out of 5. Oh no, I think all of them sustained damage. All 5 of my rotor cannon support squad got knocked off a shelf and broke, so I got to fix all those. But other than that, yeah, that should be it. Got to go on Covenant of Fire with Jake last night. That was really awesome, really good time. And then this weekend, actually Sunday, Dave and I are going to record the next episode of Spacemen with Guns. Should be pretty good. We're just going to kind of do a year in review and sort of, what we're looking to do this year, and just talk more and more about the heresy. I know there'll be talk of a lot of the games we played, because I'll definitely review the game that I'm going to play tomorrow night. Should be pretty good. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to throw in here. This is a lot easier than recording those videos and editing them myself. Those things took for fucking ever to upload to YouTube because I was doing it all from my phone, so it was just a pain in the ass. But that's about all I have. So equipment test, kind of, yeah, we'll see how that turns out. I don't know if it wasn't all that conclusive, but we'll see what we get if I ever get somebody else on the line to one of these days. So yeah, that's all I got. So well, I guess for you two viewers, I hope you guys had a good time. I know it was pretty boring. So yeah, peace out.